So, hello. I've decided to talk about my favorite and least favorite game mechanics. This is a Patreon suggested episode, suggested by longtime stream viewer Eric. Thank you very much. I always appreciate your input. For some reason, today I've decided not to script this video at all, because I am a cretin, and I am mean to myself for no reason. Amazing. So here we go. We're starting off with an absolute banger of least favorite game mechanic. Hyperdimension Neptunia's battle system, as in the very, very first Hyperdimension Neptunia. So it was not great. I'm talking specifically about the item system. I hated it. So instead of buying items and using them, you had 4 ingredients or items that you could buy or get from enemy drops.
So yes, as you can see, there's no way to use items, but in the bottom right corner there are numbers with little bottles, and those are the ingredients that your character uses to craft an item on the fly.
And you set a percentage chance in each character's menu to craft an item on the fly in battle. You can't choose when to craft this item or the condition in which to craft this item. You set a percentage chance to craft the item.
So you set a percentage of... You set a percentage chance that it happens, and there are conditions at which the item is used, and a requirement of ingredients. So you can't use items in the traditional way, and I hate that. Yeah.
You basically need a lot of each 4 ingredients, necessitating you grinding a lot, and the battle system was a fucking slog, and there was nothing particularly interesting about the battle system that made grinding particularly interesting. God. I am not a grinding enjoyer. I don't enjoy grinding for stuff in games, which is very ironic for an Atelier series fan. I hate it because I hate grinding, and not being able to reliably have XYZ item on hand is a nuisance, and the game is just abysmal, and I don't know why it started off a franchise. I think it's a game for perverts. And they did actually get rid of this system in the second game onwards. And I have written in my notes here that I should specify what I would do with this mechanic. So the name of the game is On the Fly Crafting. I would have a base set of items that heal, restore, MP, whatever, and aside from attack, skill, item, etc., I would let you expend a turn crafting putting two items together, seeing what comes out. And then you can do that with pretty much every item for either a set effect or if there's no set recipe for this a random effect or a dud. I don't know, I feel like that would be a good idea. We'd have to see. Also, my go-to anecdote for Hyperdimension Neptunia is, so I tried to delete the game files from my PS3, and I thought I was deleting the game files, but like, no, I actually deleted the DLC because I bought the DLC for some fucking reason. I think I just wanted more party members, I don't know. The game still worked, by the way, without the fucking DLC files. It let me continue playing the game with missing files. So there were missing attack animations, and the party members that I had was technically still there. They were just, the character models were replaced with party members I didn't actually technically have yet. One of the party members I had, I think, was Gust-chan, and she was replaced with Blackheart, I think she's called. One of those. And of course, Gust-chan is short, so the camera goes a bit lower, and Blackheart is like adult height. So you pretty much got a constant panty shot from Noir's character model, which I suppose you'd be okay with if you're a pervert. And I am a pervert who enjoys consenting women.
Oh yeah, apparently this is Nisa. She looks a bit different. And this is Gust-chan with Blackheart's model. As you can see, we have a constant, slightly lowered camera level, so we can see her underwears. And I feel like a pervert for using this. Oh.
I'll do my best.
I'll do my best. I feel like a pervert for playing this game again. I love how she's not holding anything. And that her attacks don't make noises. Will this one make noises? No! No noises. Amazing. God, I feel like such a pervert. Oh.
Never let your guards down.
Okay. I wish my fists made, gun noises. Feet! Feet!
The original Hyperdimension Neptunia was a hodgepodge mess of a game. I genuinely don't know how it got a franchise. Like, I enjoy girls who enjoy tech. That is my thing about things. But I don't know what it is. Some part of me wants to like it, but it's a pervert series for perverts. And some of these things you can just tell isn't for a female audience. Or at least for a female audience who respects fellow women. I'm rude, I'm sorry. Anyway, next item, Persona 5. In contrast with the last topic, I really love Persona 5's battle system. It's very fluid. Instead of going through a menu, you're pressing a face button or a 1 or 2 button, and it feels very stylish in a way that a lot of other games of its ilk are. Like a lot of the Persona games are meant to feel like modern and stylish because they're like technically set in the future of the release year. Like I think Persona 3 takes place in 2009 and it was released in 2003 originally, etc, etc. The whole of Persona 5 just feels very fluid, stylish, which I enjoy about that. You can literally just press and hold the X button and you'll jump over obstacles, and press X to jump and garrote an enemy in one of the palaces. I mean, you can say a lot about the Persona 5 and Persona 4, I assume. Like the stories aren't perfect, but I do like Persona 5 a lot. I hate Persona 4. I forget why, but I think it's just because in Persona 4 the like general lore surrounding fucking Yu Narukami Soji Seta. I remember him as Soji Seta because I'm old. It was just like he felt overpowered after a bit, after all the fucking spin-offs and crossovers and the anime, and I don't know why it bothered me in Persona 4 so much when it didn't for Persona 3 or Persona 5. I think because the Persona 3 protagonist goes through a lot over the course of his like backstory in the game, and Ren Amamiya goes through a lot over the backstory in the game. I don't know. I'm off topic. So the next disliked game on my list is fucking Helltaker. Oh god. Apparently the guy just made the game because he wanted to see demon women in suits. Did he not know where to look? This is another game that I can just tell isn't for me. Like the idea of going into hell to take ownership of demon women bothers me. It just feels very fetishy in a way that bothers me. And whilst playing it, I hated the lack of an undo button. Like a lot of games of this sort have an undo button, and I realize that the levels are short, but like I don't know if it's been updated since. And it's a perfect game for perverts, and it doesn't have an undo button. And I bought the edition with the art book, and it had a recipe for crepes and Nutella. And I was like, my mom's been making this for years. Just because I'm European. I'm European and I have French family. Of course I know about fucking Nutella crepes. Also, apparently, the Cerberuses, he was considering making a joke about, oh, I don't know if these are old enough to work. And I was like, Next game. Tales of Xillia's battle system. Ooh. Oh, I love Tales of Xillia's battle system. I'm a big fan of the Tales series linear motion battle system. And Tales of Xillia feels like the culmination of all all of my favorite things about the LMBS altogether. If I remember correctly, the auto item system has conditionals, so you can set conditionals for your party members to use your items. Like if your hit points are under this amount, use this type of item. If the party member faints, use a life bottle. And just in general, I liked that every character had like a personal skill. Like Jude's snap pivot, which basically when you guard and backstep, he would circle around the enemy and attack them from behind, which I found really fun. Except in the Colosseum, where if you fall off the edge, you die. I just find it really funny that I fell off the edge using Jude's snap pivot. It rewards you for your timing in a way that I liked. And the other protagonist in Tales of Xillia is Mila's personal skill is also quite good. If you tap the button, she does a melee attack. If you hold the button, she does a magic attack. And that vastly increased her flexibility in battle, I found. Love it. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Unfortunately, all the games after Tales of Xillia and Tales of Xillia 2 used Tales of Grace's battle system, and I hated Tales of Grace's battle system. The one thing I don't like about the merged battle system was that there was like a combo limiter, and in previous Tales games from Team Symphonia, you could go absolutely hog fucking wild with your combos if you wanted. And in Tales of Symphonia 2, I set up Emil's skills so that he would just endlessly juggle enemies in the air. And it was hilarious that I could do that. Speaking of which, the next game on my list, technically the one afterwards, is Tales of Arise's battle system. So I did stream Tales of Arise, beginning to almost the end. I stopped because the heterosexuality was too much for me, and I'm not about that. Instead of each character having their own personal MP pool, there was a meter named CP, or command points, on the side, and this was for everybody instead of one. So if you run out of command points and you have no orange gels, which are wildly expensive for some reason, you are fucked. CP restoring items so expensive. I'm only complaining because, again, I hate grinding, so I do many of the side quests. So, like, I didn't have a lot of money. I'm of the opinion that if you're just playing straight through the campaign with no side quests of a game, you should be able to afford all of the essentials in-game. That's just me. I just have a bachelor's in game design. What do I know? What do I know? Tales of Arise is the compulsory heterosexuality game. Yay! The next game on my list is Snake Pass. I remember this because I streamed it years and years ago, and I think I hated it. Like their aim was to make a realistic snake experience, but I hated the realistic Snake experience. I think the slightly younger Pink just found it very obtuse. Like you stuck onto a branch and wound your way around it. And it was stupid and I hated it. And the last game on my thing is Baldur's Gate 3. Just Baldur's Gate 3. Nothing particular about Baldur's Gate 3. I'm going to bend knee and suck Astarian's dick!